I hope we're doing well. We're going to kick off the closing ceremony here for the throwback Jamma Jam. So let's get into it. All right. So, thank you. So anybody who's worked on anything for the Jam, I'm sure you've seen this before, but we do have a couple social media pages. We highly encourage you to share your work from the Jam. Tag us at JAMA Jam Midwest on Instagram and Twitter. Don't do Facebook because I don't think we have a Facebook. And use hashtag JAMA Jam to show off your stuff. We'd love to kind of see what you guys have been working on, and it's also a great way to let others know what you're up to. Um, we're gonna jump right into everything here. So let's see, Salty Cryptid. If you are currently in the chat, feel free to talk about this. Hi there. I'm gonna play this video if you want to talk a little bit.
So it's just like something simple I did on day one. I just wanted to get a little pixel in today because I didn't have too much time this weekend. And also, the mascot is, I don't know, it's got the perfect face to be pixelized. So I did a little bouncing animation for him.
Nice. Is the audio coming through for you guys?
I don't know, I can't hear it, but also I kind of have it low.
Might be my
But it's
phone.
just like a Jack Stauber song. It's nothing too exciting. I just thought it was silly for it.
Yeah,
But I
It's
gave
very
him,
quiet, but it is technically on there.
okay. Better than being
but
too
I
loud, I
gave,
guess.
yeah. I gave him a silly little like wizard hat, and then I also did a version of him with like my own personal mascot wearing the Jamma Jam outfit. I thought that was cute.
Yeah, it's great to see what you've done with Jim Jamma Jam or Jim Jam Jar. I forget what his full legal name
Is
is.
that his name?
Yeah, it's I think
So
it's
cute.
James Jam Jar or something. It's
Mhm.
yeah, it's something like that.
I like to call him Jim, but his name is James Jamjar.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
his full legal name. Thank you, Kate.
His government name. God
Yeah.
bless.
So yeah, it's great to see you working with his design in a different format, and I like that you incorporated that's like your own character on the right, the little like fly character.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
Mhm.
a really great way to kind of bring that all together, and it's definitely
Yeah.
successful. I like that they are dancing in like such a really fun synced motion. It really adds a lot to the piece.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you for showing off. Please hold. I am having. There we go. I just click off of it. All right, Dakupa, if you're in chat and wanted to say anything, I'll give you a couple seconds to jump in. We got Cooking with Crabs here. Let's see. Just a simple cooking pot and a little crab arm poking out. This is really cool. If I'm not mistaken, this is based on. I'm gonna assume this is based on one of our themes of crab and cooking. Does that sound right? I think that's right. It's a good mix. I like it. I like the particle effect of the smoke is like really cool. It takes a long time to render, so definitely a cool kind of goal to set for a jam like this because stuff like that could take hours and hours to do. Just doing the smoke or I guess the steam here. So I really appreciate that. That's a really good touch. Thank you, Dakupa. All right. Joyful245 did a little Jamma Jam baby pop. I really like this guy. I was going through some of the submissions and saw this. If you are in the chat and wanted to say anything, I'll give you a couple seconds. All right. Yeah, this is adorable. As I said earlier, it is so cool to see our mascot in so many different art forms. Definitely this is definitely something I'm really happy to see. It's a cool art style too because it's I believe I'm gonna sound like an idiot if I get this wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is 16-bit. I don't want to say 32-bit, but I think it's 16-bit. Really cool. And I like that he just looks like a little guy, He looks friendly. All right. Thank you, Joyful. Okay, this is awesome. So Joey did a cooking jamma. If you're in the chat, please feel free to step up and say anything. If not, I'll read out your description. All right. So the modifier was incorporate the Jamma Jam mascot. seen that in a couple of these. Happy to see that. When I saw the modifier and the themes, I made a long list of combinations and ideas to do, but ultimately decided to go for making one of each flavor of JAMA Jam mascot and giving them each a little cooking task, as well as some names requested by Crypt. Totally not threatening Jam and Absolute Cinejam. I noticed those when I was flipping through here. Love the use of a little meme in there. Thank you. Yeah, these are really cool. I saw a lot of people going crazy with, James, the Jim Jam jar over here. So I'm happy to see that, like, so many of you guys were so inspired by his design. One of our friends actually, we commissioned him to make this character, and I am really happy to see that like it's really connected with a lot of you. And the art that some of you guys have made with him is just like incredible. This is like in particular is probably one of my favorite things I've seen from a lot of our jams. It's just the creativity on display is just so nice. And also I just love seeing this little guy in 3D. I think that's great. And I think those memes might have to become emojis in our chat, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on who you are. Um, so thank you for that. I appreciate it. This looks great. All right. This is our buddy Spencer. I don't know if he's here today. I don't see him in here. I hope I'm saying this right. The Kodoku Merchant, a character asset. The Kodoku Merchant will give you power for poison. Just bring the insects found throughout this blighted landscape you found yourself in. He's sure to keep good care of them. He created this for the JAMA Jam August 2025. The anniversary allowed any past themes, and I took the challenge of combining two of them, Ritual and Bug. This is really cool. I like seeing this as this like I don't think it's pixel art. I assume this was drawn in 2D, just simple. But adding these layers over it really gives it a feeling of like a PlayStation 1 or maybe mid 90s kind of like RPG, like Earthbound kind of vibes to it. I really like that. And a little bit of like a creepypasta vibe. There's definitely a lot going on here, and I would expect nothing less from them. So great to see it. Thank you for this. All right. Earned a Jesus Veda. We got the JAMA Jam mascot sprites. Happy to see he's back again. He's back. If you are in the chat and want to say anything, let me know. Otherwise, I'll read this description.
Yeah, sure. I just thought he was a cute little guy, so I wanted to make pixel art version of him. And that upper right one is he's just dipping in his little stalk of wheat to get a taste. Not weird at all. And I really wanted to do the pan swing animation, but didn't feel confident in animating the Jam Boy with that in time, but wanted to finish the pan, and I really like how that turned out.
Yeah, I really like this. This is definitely like it's cool to see how everyone kind of takes their own art style and can throw this guy into it. I am so happy that the top right one is him eating his own jam, because when I saw this at first, I was like, is that what's happening? I'm like, no, that can't be right. It is so funny. I really like that. You did a great job of combining the themes too. I like the something that's kind of understated about a lot of pixel art. Thank you. Something that's kind of understated about a lot of pixel art is doing lighting in it, and I think you did a really good job of incorporating the highlights on there to really sell the characters like roundness. That's really nice. Now I want to play a game where he's the main character. Thank you. All right.
Yeah, I'll do commissions when you need one.
when JAMA Jam eventually just turns into a community game developer like moment, we all start making a game together. We'll call you for the pixel art to do the hero art. Thank you. All right, Silent. I think that's how you pronounce this. If you're in the chat, want to say anything, let us know.
Yeah, so I just made this masked magician, just kind of combining mask and wizard. I was really I think like other people said, trying to think of multiple combinations, but I don't know. I just figured this one would be cool. So I just did what I normally do, and I made a pixel art, sprite for like an enemy in an RPG. And yeah, just kind of threw a bunch of things together into one being.
Definitely a great combination of themes there. The idea of doing is it mask and wizard? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like cool. I was going through some different themes. I did not even consider mixing those up. That is really cool. Again, similar compliments to you that the highlights and lowlights of this and the shadows of this thing are just incredible. It is so cool to see how much you can sell depth with just pixel art alone, and the details are just incredible. Like the more I look at it, the more I find this is a really nice piece.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right. Oh, wrong way. Sorry. All right. I don't know if I'm supposed to pronounce this, so I'm just gonna say it out loud. QPUP1. I think it's QPUP1. Uh, and then we got a little ritual going on here. If you're in the chat, want to say anything, let us know. We got a Celestial Altar asset made for JAMA Jam 2025. I chose the theme Celestial and Ritual. Really cool idea. It's nice to see how these themes can kind of bank off of each other and create something really unique. A lot of pixel art in this round of submissions, which is awesome to see. One of the founding concepts we had when making JAMA Jam was having a place where people can kind of work together, encourage each other, and really have any discipline they want and use it. So like, pixel art, coding, 3D, whatever. And it's cool to see that. I know a lot of people in the chat are 3D artists, but I love just seeing how much 2D art, pixel art, everything. It's great to see. So thanks for the submission. All right, as a person, not to plug my own stuff here, but as somebody who's been working on a PS1 inspired game for 3 years, this had me freaking out when I saw this. So, if you are in the chat and you want to say anything, let us know.
Yeah, I'll take a shot. But yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. But I use this as an opportunity to revise the old theme of nostalgia. Unintentionally, I guess I also dipped into wizard plus nostalgia for that, but that wasn't really the intention. But yeah, I ran out of time before I could get a. I realized I lost an hour and was like, well, I gotta just pose and send. So no animation this time, but maybe the next time I'll try it. But yeah, fun stuff.
That's great. Your name, you'd pronounce it Lyra Lies? Is that right?
Yeah, I just go by Larry. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure. I was going through the submissions and like practicing everyone's names, and I think I need to do it a little bit more next time because I kept reading them and I was like, that doesn't sound right. But thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is an amazing piece. So was this model created for Jamma Jam, or is it the poses or the render or everything?
Oh, it's about everything. Really, I would just focus on texture and rig and pose. But yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome. That is a really intense scope to work under. So congratulations on being able to finish that in such a short amount of time. This is great. Thank you. All right, we have some honorable mentions. We have our very own Katie here. This is awesome. Katie, if you're in the chat, would you like to tell us a little bit about this? Maybe what themes you did or anything like that?
I sure am in the chat. So my original time submission was like I actually didn't submit it because I wasn't done, but it was like I don't know, like just a weird magical item that like steals your time. And it's made out of like a clock and three skulls, and it's all like weird mishmash together. And the bottom's like a words are not happening today. Hourglass. There we go. And I wanted to like make like almost like a splash art thing of like a dude's time being stolen by the thing. So I'm considering this not submission a combination of time and wrinkle, because if I do ever eventually finish this dude is gonna be all like wrinkly and raisiny, and the thing's like stealing his time. But yeah, that was like the idea. Maybe one day I'll finish it.
I think that's a great start for sure. I really enjoy the look of the hourglass skull thing. This item. When I was scrolling through everything, it definitely caught my eye for sure. And the posing is really great too. I really like that. I can like understand exactly what's going on here. Also, that guy looks a little bit like Albert Einstein, and I appreciate that.
Just a little bit, but he has elf ears, so he's not Albert Einstein.
Right. That's Alfred Einstein,
Yeah, Alfred Einstein.
his little known cousin.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Katie. All right, I think we have some more honorable mentions. This is from V. V, if you're in the chat and want to say anything, let us know. All right. This one didn't come with a description, but what we can see here is I believe this is a mix of celestial and cooking, which is a really fun idea. Looks like a celestial chef. We got a little Jama Jam jar in the corner. I love that. Love to see that little guy in a bunch of different things, different art styles. This is great. Thank you, V. All right. All right. So thank you guys all for participating. Thank you guys for showing up today for this little presentation. We're just going to go over. Thank you. We're going to go over a couple things here. If you've been to past jams before, you might know a little bit about this part of the presentation. We do have some more interesting new information towards the end of this, so stick around. So everybody gets to vote on some unique categories for all the art that was posed today. We'll put all these submissions into a poll where you can vote for each award category, and the categories are Best Use of Modifiers, Most Creative, and Best in Show. Voting will be open from right after this presentation until 6 p.m. CST tomorrow. Awards will be announced the following day. We hope. Sometimes we forget. Please remind us. Please. Winners will receive a shiny roll in the Discord that lasts until the next jam, and bragging rights, which is honestly the most important part. Oops, sorry. There we go. All right, the next jam will be September 5th through the 7th, but we have a special announcement. The opening and closing ceremonies are going to be pre-recorded in September because JAMA Jam is going on the road. So what's GDEX? We're going to this big thing called GDEX. I'm going to read this verbatim because if I don't, I will say the wrong thing. GDEX is a Midwest premier gaming expo dedicated to the love of games and creative technology located in Columbus, Ohio. Represent Ohio, people. Can I get some noise in the chat for Ohio people? I'm ending the stream. I'm leaving. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, let's go. Okay, GDEX features a weekend expo showcase combined with presentation sessions, artist alleys, raffles, tournaments, charity events. The GDEX Expo, that is weird that they refer to it as the GDEX Expo because it's usually just called GDEX, whatever, is a curated showcase of some of the most exciting and up-and-coming developers so that you can see the latest games before anyone else. So yeah, big gaming convention, a lot of indie developers, a lot of industry professionals located in Columbus, Ohio. If you're interested, check out, look them up online at thegdex.com. Really good time. I can say personally, I've been there probably the past, oh my gosh, I think it's been like 6 years excluding the COVID year. Because they weren't doing it. And it is just such a great place to meet people. That is actually, if you attend our talk, which I know it's hard for some of us because, Ohio, we're in Ohio, and you guys might be really far away. But that is where JAMA Jam kind of started, was some developers in this chat even wanted to keep in touch and flex our creative muscles, when we weren't seeing each other once a year at conventions. So we created JAMA Jam to be this kind of meeting place for everybody, and it's been awesome to have that. So try to stop by, and if you can, if not, I think we were going to talk about it. I'd like to try to find a way for us to give you guys the information that we present here digitally, but we'll see what happens. So the schedule is Friday, September 5th in room 2. Don't know what that means yet. From 4 to 4:45. And the title of our presentation is Asset Jams, Using Peer Pressure to Hack Your Productivity. Really great opportunity if you guys, oh, don't look at that. Really great opportunity if you guys are able to make it. If not, I'm sure we will find a way to share the information that we present here with the group. All right, so for off-season jamming, we have a couple little things here. So for those who can't make it to the main jam, we'll put out another prompt each month. We won't have awards for it, but we'll celebrate all the assets made. This was by Joey Nutra, a little dungeon thing. I really appreciate this. Katie, I know you're in the chat right now. Could you just say what the off-season prompt was?
Last month was indeed dungeon.
Okay, cool. I didn't want I didn't want to be like, is it dungeon? But yeah, dungeon. Joey, if you're in the chat, want to say anything? I'll give you a couple seconds. If not, we'll move on. Really great piece, though. I'm really impressed with some of the texture work on this. Give it up for Joey. All right, that was our. It looks like that was our only off-season one there, and then this month's off-season prompt is, little drum roll, please. Close enough. This one is throwback. For this jam, you can choose any of our past off-season prompts. You can make up for something you've missed or polish up on some of your previous submissions. We'll go through them real quick, and we'll have this list posted for you in the announcements channel, I'm pretty sure. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, announcements channel after this. All right. So seasons, love, mechanisms, vanity, bioluminescence, dungeon. Got a lot of options here. Let's see. And listed here, you can see the off-season themes along with the modifiers. Try that out, guys. See what we can do. Thank you guys for joining us. This is our 2-year anniversary of JAMA Jam, and we are so happy to have you all here. Thank you guys for just being the best part of our month. We love putting this together, and we can't wait to see what you come up with next.